Welcome to the Milestones Motivation and Money podcast, hosted by Angel Radcliffe. Tune in as we discuss finances, success stories, and inspiring vibes that will help nurture growth.
Welcome to the intro episode of my very own podcast. Yay! I am so excited to get this project going because it is so long overdue. So, again, welcome to the Milestones Motivation and Money podcast. I thank you all so much for tuning in, listening. Please be sure to share. Yes, if you like what you hear on our upcoming episodes. This is the intro episode. Want to give you all some background of what you all can expect. I have an amazing season that's coming up of interviews with entrepreneurs, with people who are still in corporate America, financial topics, marketing information, just amazing information. People who are awesome motivators, influencers, just to keep your day going. So, no matter where you are in life, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a stay home mom, if you are still working in corporate America, there's something for you that you will find on this podcast. Milestones, motivation, and money. Let's discuss that. If many of you who are listening to the podcast are following me or have been following me for years, you know that this is an online community that I built 4 years ago. It's a Facebook group, and when I first started the group in 2016, very, very active. Um, the group came about from live streaming from Periscope, and all of my Periscopes were mostly motivation, business, financial literacy, and everyone had their own community, and um, all of their people, and I'm like, well, I don't know if I really want a community. I don't know if I really want to have these different groups of people, and I was like, what would I call them? And um, I was like, let me just create a group where I can keep people uplifted, share some knowledge outside of like the live streaming aspect. And I started a Facebook group, and I said, I'm just going to call it Milestones, Motivation, and Money. And I'd say within the first month or two of having the group, a few hundred people joined. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was going to have this many people joining the group. I thought maybe 30, 40 people, and we just share some information with each other. But gosh, the history of the group got a little bit out of hand, and I had a few people helping me manage the group. And the group has been through some ups and downs, and that's a whole nother story. We'll discuss that on a podcast episode, not an entire episode, but we'll definitely get into some of the challenges I've had with getting onto this social media bandwagon and the whole branding yourself aspect, and of course, like trusting people with um, your proprietary information. So we will discuss that. But who is Angel Radcliffe? I am a financial literacy educator. I am a business and financial strategist. I am also an author. And what I do in my business is I work with entrepreneurs to help them not only scale their business by creating their business plan and creating a strategy, but helping them understand the financial components and teaching financial literacy. I partner with mostly nonprofit organizations and hosting financial workshops. And I've done some amazing things in corporate America as well. So, feel free to check the credentials. I am very passionate about financial literacy. Much of that information you obviously shared across my social media. Um, I typically post a lot about motivation because we as individuals, we're human. We have to stay empowered. We need that daily motivation. So I am very big on that. I get so many messages on Instagram and on Facebook where People say they want to see more of like a certain topic, and I post so much about motivation, which they're not complaining about, but that motivation is not only for you all, but it's for me. Because we have to motivate ourselves in the morning. We have to give ourselves our daily affirmations. And without that, sometimes we really forget the path that we are on if we don't have that circle of friends or family who are motivating us. So it's very, very important to me. Although I do mainly speak on business and finance, but um, I do manage my own social media. At one point, I did hire someone. Um, 2 different times, I hired someone to kind of manage social media, and I figured that's not really what I would like to do. Um, I would like to remain very authentic, and so when people know that I'm going to post something, I'm going to post something. When someone's going to send me a message, you know that it's going to be me replying. It may not be immediately, but it's going to be me replying. And most people who do reply and send me messages are people who've been following me for a few years, and we chat. There's a few people who have my personal phone number. We've spoken on the phone a few times. We've shared financial information. We've shared business goals. And some of these people I've never met a day in my life. We've kind of bonded through social media. And it's funny how social media works that particular way. I have to really think back to Periscope. When I was on Periscope and I was live streaming, I met so many people within that first year. People you're looking through your phone, and it's like seeing life on the other side of the world or in another state, in another country, and you're like, okay, I don't really know these people, and you're talking to them, and people are picking up your information and they're taking action on it. And you finally meet these people face to face, and they're telling you how much of an impact you've made on their lives. And I was like, initially when I was meeting people, where people were meeting me, and I was out and about at conferences or at a Starbucks, and people were like, "Hey, it's Angel, it's Miss R&B." I was like, "Okay, these people are a little crazy." Like, and then I started to realize the impact that I was making on certain people, and it's like not that it's knowledge that you can't find anywhere else. I always say that people are attracted to the knowledge and the person, because everyone has their own way of delivering a message. You can have 3 or 4 people delivering the same message, and have that audience may only relate to one person because of the way that message is being delivered. So you may have someone who says, okay, well, I can find this information online, or I can go take a class, or I can go do this, or there's 5 other people who are teaching the same information. I always say it's all about how you relate to your audience. It's all about being authentic. It's all about relationships at the end of the day.
Thanks for listening. Stay connected with Angel online on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Miss RMBA. That's MISSRMBA. Be sure to subscribe and review. Join us next time as we continue to empower you through milestones, motivation, and money.